Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Wizards five right now. Porzingis is out there with Gortat. Then it's Conley. Then it's Wall. And it's Beal in at the 3 slot. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Wall attacking. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Schroeder with the ball. Conley picks him up. And Hayward with the stuff.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Now here's Wall. No luck. Korver with the defensive effort.
Well, they finally miss on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Hayward can't hit. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Schroeder. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Porzingis passes to Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Outside Korver. He kicks it to Millsap. Back to Korver. Fires from deep. Poked loose. Lopez outside. Hawks passing it around. Here's Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And Gortat kicks to Wall. Just 4 to shoot. Down low. Porzingis.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack. And last year, the Wizards at time played excellent team basketball. I mean, seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Over in the corner, Conley. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Porzingis. Rejected by Millsap. Korver kicks to Hayward. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayward's got his 2nd basket of the night. And Greg, the Wizards were top 10 in the league in assists, as you were just talking about last season. They were third, Clark, in the league in their assist to made field goal ratio.
Beyond those eye-popping stats, the Wizards passed the eye test. I mean, it seemed like most of their buckets came off nice passes.
Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Wizards shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. It's Wall with the drive. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And the shot falls short this time. On up the court. And now here comes Conley leading the break. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. We're talking about Wall's burst. He can go end-to-end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You usually say he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Last season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, a complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much in the NBA, but boy, they epitomized it, Clark.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see a team do that well collectively without a real superstar. Just a solid group that understood their roles and played them perfectly.
And, folks, it's not like the Hawks didn't have talent. I mean, they did have 4 All-Stars last year. None of them voted in, however.
And a dunk by Horford.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Teague at the elbow. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
So it's Atlanta now, following the bucket by the Wizards. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. You know, what shows you just how team-oriented the Hawks were last season was this stat. They never had anybody score more than 30 points for them in the game all season. Millsap had 30 points once early in the year, and that was the high mark for the team.
Now, here's Scott. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime. Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now here's Teague. Bazemore dishes to Scott. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. And Mike Scott, a former second-round draft pick who has carved out a role here in the NBA the last 2 seasons, Clark. He was a major contributor off the bench.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tweener, not big enough to maintain position down low on a consistent basis and not quick enough to really be a three-man or small forward. But what he can do is get to the basket, rebound okay, and knock down the deep shot.
And stolen by Horford. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wizards trail by 5. And Thornton kicks to Porter. Nene, the pass to Thornton. Rebound, Atlanta. Hardaway for 3. And the shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 8. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Atlanta up 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Hardaway is out there with Teague. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Horford in the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Conley kicks to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Gortat's got his first 2 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And he gets it to go.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, a few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Nene kicks to Porter. Outside for Nene. Pass to Morris. It's stolen by Korver. Here's Hayward. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Clock at 6. Porter dishes to Dudley. Off the pick. Rejected by Millsap. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Hawks leading by 3. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Hayward from outside. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Here's Porter. And again, Washington no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Lopez.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Morris, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Millsap has the open look. No good with the triple. And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, it came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's very good.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Korver. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Dishes to Conley. And stolen by Hayward. Oh, and here comes Korver all alone. They grab their own miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Atlanta on D. It's a 5-point game. Wall attacking. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Oof. Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue. And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
Here's Wall, following the bucket by the Hawks. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Takes the 3. And good on the basket. Book it. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And Beal kicks to Wall. To the middle. They need this. Beal can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
We've seen their free throw attempts stagnate, not getting much going on inside. They can't get too comfortable.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 1:24 left now here in the second. And Gortat kicks to Wall. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. There's a good screen. Teague against Conley. 6 to shoot. Hardaway with the steal.
A miscue here.
Whoa! Not fair. I mean, that is just not fair.
Went soaring in for the sweet flush. Beautiful.
This fella knows how to punch it in style.
Assist goes to.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Hawks lead by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Looking at the game for Hayward, 10 points and a steal.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Thornton out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Nene. Then there's Jared Dudley. And it's Morris in the four-man position. And a dunk by Horford.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Porter kicks to Thornton. 5 on the clock. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his third rebound tonight. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Porter against Teague. Porter passes to Morris. Porter dishes to Dudley. Corner shot. Porter, no luck. The Hawks leading by 11. Hardaway for 3. Washington with the rebound. Nene's got his third rebound tonight. Morris Kicks to Thornton. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Thornton's got 7 points.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
He's all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Back to Hardaway for 3. And it's Hardaway again missing. Wizards trail by 7. It's deflected. Fast break, the Hawks. Harford's got the ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Al Horford playing very well. He's got 13 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Scott. Hayward comes in for Kent Bazemore. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Hawks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Korver, good.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low. That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
It's stolen by Wall. And even 3-on-3 break. Conley the pass to Wall. Conley dishes to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Lopez, a screen on Conley. Korver gets a wide open look. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Outside, Wall. Outside, Conley. Offline with his 3. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Atlanta.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Outside Conley. The kick out to Wall. And there's the feed to Gortat. Back to Wall. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
To the middle. Conley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Beal gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Outside Korver. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Korver's got 7 points in the game.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
The kick out to Wall. And it's Beal in the corner. And stolen by Hayward. Feeds it to Korver. Stolen by Conley. Goes up. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Marcus Thornton on the wing. Teague covering. And here we go. Here's Bazemore. It's rebounded by Thornton. And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams. Guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Porter against Hardaway. Morris kicks it up. Rebound, Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. Teague left side. Over to the wing. Bazemore for 3. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 6 assists in the game. And a wide open look for Thornton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
The Hawks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Nene, the screen. Dudley, the pass to Porter. Clock at 6. To the inside. Morris, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Outside, Scott fires from deep. That's good. Scott's got 5.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
From deep, Thornton. And again, Washington with the triple. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Horford. Again, the Hawks score.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks ahead, up by 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. They've got Kent Bazemore. Horford is out there with Scott. Then there's Teague, and it's Hardaway in the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Horford kicks to Hardaway. Here's Bazemore. He's covered by Beal. Horford attacking. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Outside, Wall. The 10-footer. Just 5 on the clock. Porzingis passes to Beal. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. There's Conley. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. The Hawks leading by 10. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Wall. Gortat with the block. And Wall. Here we go now. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And the dunk by Horford.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the Tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, he has 11 points and a block. It's such a benefit to them when he plays this kind of game.
And really unexpected, but invaluable.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Horford. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Porzingis. Lopez with the steal. Offensive rebound. Korver dishes to Lopez. Schroeder kicks to Korver. And the pass to Schroeder. Hawks passing it around. Bazemore for 3. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Beal from long range. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's now 8 points here for Beal. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hayward's checked in. The Hawks leading by 8. Inside. He wants to get the Millsap and does.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Porzingis. Millsap covering. Porzingis passes to Gortat. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Millsap with the steal.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Korver against Wall. Right wing. Here's Conley. Another miss by Conley.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Korver. In the corner, it's Hayward. And again, it's Atlanta.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Conley dishes the Wall. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Wall up top. Guarded by Korver. And Wall with the slam.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip.
Why not? I say keep them coming.
Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. Washington with the ball. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Washington calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
So for the Wizards, Beal comes in for Nene. And it's John Wall in for Porter. And Thornton kicks to Morris. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Kicks it to Beal. And the three ball is good.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Passes it to Schroeder. A three ball. Good. And the Hawks lead by 10.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
It's stolen by Morris. All with it. Now defended by Korver. Morris. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Millsap left side. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Thornton for 3. Rebounded by Korver. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Magic. Wall with the steal. And the basket by Thornton.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
The Hawks working the ball around. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Wall, that's good.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
And so the Hawks take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And this broadcast